back out with another PCC. This is my Freedom Ordance FX9. I have a regular little Protect light on here. Troy Industry backup sights and a primary arms red dot. It comes from the factory. Flat top rail, has an extended, a bigger charging handle on it. Everything else, besides the paint job and the hand stop that I put on, everything comes on it just as you see it. So this is this is my first PCC, and as of right now, I want to say I have maybe 2,000-ish rounds through it. Haven't been doing a lot of recording with it because I wanted to wait. I had a lot of videos of other stuff that I wanted to do. I knew I had this all the time, so I could do a video on anytime I wanted to. When I first got this, I had a little reliability issues with it due to me not maintaining it and ordering it right straight out of the box. I took it straight out of the box like I do with anything else. Took it straight out of the box, went to firing it. So now we're going to do an update on this thing. And it has been one of the more reliable guns that I've put my hands on, as well as accurate as well too. I would definitely pick this up and this is my home defense weapon. But I would pick it up in pretty much any situation as long as it's close quarters. 9mm is very effective out of a 16-inch barrel, which this is. It's a 16-inch barrel. It is a blowback system in here. That's all it is. No DI, roller delay, none of that. I would put this in the area of the Scorpions and the Stribogs. If Stribogs came in the 16-inch version, I believe I would definitely be getting one of those, especially after shooting one a couple of days ago. So, in lieu of doing that Stribog video, I know I had a problem with some Syntec ammo in this thing. It was a little flat nose. I actually got I kept some of the flat nose to run in here. So we're gonna see if the flat nose chokes up this Freedom Ordance. I'm hoping it doesn't, but like I say, it's always hard to find a pistol or a rifle to run flat nose in those platforms. I'm curious to see if my battery is still working too, because I have left it on. It's been on for like 8 months in position 5, so I have batteries. I'm just curious to see if it's gonna run and how bright this is gonna actually be. And this is the magazine that came with it. These wonky ETS mags. A lot of people say they're crap, but hopefully, not talking junk, but hopefully she runs reliably. Only thing I'm worried about with these ETS mags are those little lips. There's no metal strips inside of them like the actual Glock magazines are. These feed well, and they drop too. So that's one good thing. I also have some different magazines as well too. So one, I had some issues with these RWBs, and I have one right here. And then I have a SHK mag. Both of them are 32 round mags. These came from Classic Firearms. I brought a crap load of them because it showed the SHKs, and these are Korean mags. Both of them are Korean mags. Those Korean mags, the reason why I have this one colored is because this one has been the most reliable one. I haven't had any stoppages out of this Freedom with this magazine. Matter of fact, for my Glock pistols, period. So if you do get any, we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Like I always say, when you turn the camera on, stuff tends to go downhill and it shows you its true color. But if you have to get any extended magazines, go get the SHK model ones. So we have a bunch of different ammo. These are, so I have regular standard ball ammo, flat nose ammo, and I have some subsonics. So I wish I would have got my hands on the subsonics because I would have ran it through the Stribog to see how it performs. So whenever I do the Scorpion video, I'll bring that out, make sure I start doing things evenly now. Stribog was still 100% with FMJs and the hollow points. I ran the hollow points afterwards when the camera was off just to see, because I didn't know I had it. I had some in my carry pistol, so I ran it anyway. Battery was dead on the camera, it is what it is. But we're gonna see how the performance stacks up as far as the reliability and the accuracy from the Freedom. And I have not zeroed this thing neither, so it's been sitting in my safe, let's say, for a couple of months. And we're gonna see what the reliability looks like and the accuracy off of it. You know, it's gonna be a little more accurate due to the longer barrel, but I have seen some cases where shorter guns outperform the longer ones. And the red dot is still on and crispy. All right, get the first shots in directly for the middle of the target. And this has a 36-yard zero on it as well too. So wherever it hits is where I'm gonna keep aiming at. That way I can get a fair reading off of what this thing is gonna actually do. So that held fairly tight. That grouping, it's not too bad from what I'm seeing from here. And we're at 15 yards. It held pretty decent. And so now we're gonna go on to the flat nose. So we have 5 rounds of this. So everything else we're gonna run 5 rounds out of. This is the flat nose. I'm a little worried being that it's in this RWB magazine. This is gonna be an iffy thing. So let's just go ahead and get into it. We're gonna aim at the top left side of the target. See if we have one more. The bolt didn't lock back. It may have just been, yeah, bolt didn't lock back. So the bolt doesn't lock back off of that magazine. So I guess she does run the flat nose. I'm not gonna give it its praises yet. I know the Stribog hated it, so I'm wondering if the Scorpion is gonna hate it. Next up, we have dirt. So these are the subsonics. You may be able to hear the sound signature difference. And I aim at the top right of the plate, of the paper. Yeah, that's a big difference. It hit way lower. Well, that one didn't. that was very quiet. Bolt did lock back off of that magazine, but that last round, it was just very quiet. And now we have CCI Blazer, some regular old CCI Blazer. So we finally get to do a bolt drop on it. Now let's run. I'm gonna run her a little fast. Actually, we're gonna do something new. We have the paper down there. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. So this will be the first time I have done a 1.5 drill. So I'm curious to see how my performance is gonna be. I think we got enough ammo. So I'm curious to see how my performance is gonna be off of this. All right. So, as you know, it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll see how, so we'll see how my trigger discipline is, my cadence, and my accuracy is gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all over the place. It is what it is. This is my first attempt at this. So we're gonna keep control. We're just gonna let her fly. It is what it is. First time doing something, always gonna be messy. Give me a beat, y'all. Beat. Didn't get that last shot off. I froze up the trigger. It is what it is. Those shots were horrible. I can see some of that now. Let's drop the mag and we're gonna run over there. We're gonna run over there and we're gonna look at it. I have to critique my own work. So let's take a stroll over there. I'm not too sure how this is gonna look. I don't know how it looks on camera, on the other camera, but this is a clean target. This is why you do drills. 1, 2, 3. That's all I got. And that blows, but it is what it is. And these two, that's all I got off of that. So I got 2 off of that as well. But that right there, people, that is why you train. You don't want to drop the ball in a real situation. All right, so over to the steel. We're running the ETS mags. We have enough for us 2, 4, 6. We have enough for 2 rounds of plates. One is gonna be fast and one is gonna be slower. You guys know the drill. You know what I'm gonna do. All right, so the first one, we're gonna run it. We're gonna push our limit to it and see how we actually do on it. It wasn't too bad. I would expect a little more out of that, seeing that this, I have shot this a lot more. Give it another go. Well, we'll give it another go. I'm not a world champion shooter. I just practice a lot, try to get better at what I'm doing. All right, so she's doing fairly well. She hasn't failed. She hasn't failed with the magazines or the ammo, which I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen, but I don't want to talk too soon. I still have some more rounds out of here. So this will put me to maybe 630, no, 630, 640, something like that. No, not 630, 640. It'll be 30 or 40 rounds a day, then we'll add that on to whatever we started with. So let's see if we can knock down a plate at the same time with 2 rounds. We have 4 rounds, so we got 2 chances to do this. I think that one connected. I do believe that one connected. So this rifle would definitely, in my eyes, it would definitely be a direct competitor to the blowback guns. So that is your early Stribogs, if they were 16-inch. They do have the pistol versions of this, so you could definitely get the pistol versions, and it will be economic as well too. So with everything on here, but taking out the Troy Industry iron sights, because these things are high. I think they're like $100 a piece, if I'm not mistaken. Everything else on this, if you were to get the pistol version, you're looking at sub $1,000. This rifle was $700 during the scandemic. This rifle was $700. The optic was $150. The light was like $65, $70. And the hand stop and the rail guards, they were $45, I believe. I think this is an MFG hand guard, I believe, hand stop. So you can definitely get this sub 1,000 out of the door, ready to go. And if you got Glock mags, it takes the Glock mags. Even the subcompact ones, it takes those. So you'll have mag compatibility across the board as far as with your Glock pistols. I would definitely recommend this. I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I will give it, seeing that it is compatible with the Glocks. No proprietary magazines. It comes with all this out of the box, except for the sighting system. Decent accuracy. The weight is not bad on it. You can drop in AR-15 triggers out of it, so you have a lot of compatibility with the AR-15s as far as the furniture and the triggers. Charge and handle, not so much. That's proprietary. I would give this, same thing with the Stribog, 8 out of 10. It's been pretty reliable. Like I said, the first couple of rounds out of it, I did have an issue with it. It probably would have been 100% if I would have maintained it. But I would definitely give this an 8 out of 10, and I would highly recommend that you get it. This is probably gonna be one of your better options as far as the budget. Next to your Stribog and your Scorpion. I had to put the Stribog and the Scorpion a little above this one, but still a very good option nonetheless. Hey guys, if you want to see more content like this, hit that like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell, come back for some more, come chill out with me. I'll see you guys in the next video.